2 minutes. Ian Blackford.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and can I thank the Prime Minister for advance sight of his statement, and let me also welcome the Prime Minister's last-minute change of heart to actually attend COP27. But I'm afraid, whether he likes it or not, his initial instinct telling him not to attend will be long remembered and rightly remembered. It means he now has a major job in convincing people that he is truly committed to the challenge of climate change. And of course, that commitment starts with our own domestic targets, but it is vital that our collective commitment also extends to those in the Global South. Nations and peoples are being damaged the most by a climate crisis that they have contributed the least to. These are the poorest people on this planet, and they always seem to be paying the highest price. That is why it is so right and so necessary that loss and damage was on the formal COP agenda for the very first time. I'm proud to say that through the leadership of our First Minister, Scotland has become the first developed nation to pledge finance to address loss and damage. And our country is now committed to a total of £7 million, a small sum in the scale of what is needed, but a powerful message to larger nations who need to follow that lead. Because we don't need to wait for consensus and a decision at COP. We can start funding loss and damage programmes straight away. So can I ask the Prime Minister if he will guarantee that UK overseas aid earmarked for climate finance will be spent within the 5 years as originally promised? And can he also guarantee that the total aid budget won't be slashed further in the autumn statement next week? And finally, in terms of the new Prime Minister's domestic targets on climate, will he honour the promises made to the North East of Scotland in carbon capture and storage? Will he commit to taking the Scottish cluster off the government's reserve list and fund it right now?
Well, Mr Speaker, I'm actually pleased that it was the UK that established a new Glasgow dialogue on loss and damage to discuss arrangements for funding activities to avert, minimise and address loss and damage, and those conversations are ongoing. With regard to our international climate finance pledges, as I said, we remain committed to the £11.6 billion. It is our intention to deliver it over the time frame that was originally envisaged. And with regard to targets, again, it should be a source of enormous pride for everyone in this House that we have decarbonised in this country faster than any other G7 country. And our targets are among the most ambitious in the world, and we have a credible plan to get on and deliver them.